All right, we're looking at some more Swiss rounds from Fright Night 14. As mentioned in the other games, of course, I'm part of the content affiliate program. The Phobies teams gives me coffee for producing Phobies content. They're also providing the coffee prizes for this event. We're looking at Potenzia here in the Orange Trunks versus Aliengineer. Now, spoiler alert, I'm not going to tell you who won, but I will tell you that both of these players did, in fact, make top 8 and will be playing off tomorrow. By the time this goes live, it will have already happened, and probably the VOD for that is already up, but we'll see. You missed the end of the last game, curse you, Red Bull. I'm confident there were some misplays there. In the last game, absolutely, DT. There was a number of turns. I was trying to do the exciting casting thing. I didn't want to pause and break everything down. But it definitely felt like there were way too many missed opportunities. Now, in this game, interestingly enough, we know Potenzia has a proclivity for werewolf openers. They went first and did not werewolf on this map, which feels bizarre. I was going to say snowball, but like I said, Potenzia is just one of their signature phobies is werewolf, so I don't know if they're trying to get away from it to feel like, oh, well, I'm not a one-trick pony. But regardless, we got some 1 keys and we got a Hematic plus a Klepto? Bold. 4-1 panic point advantage, orange. Takedown here on the Boomer. As always, I don't love Boomer, especially not early game. This is something, like, we get the follow-up turret, but right now, Aliengineer kind of feels like they're controlling the tempo of the game to a degree. Yes, they have panic point advantage. They're following up with a 1 key. But it's more so that it just feels like Potenzia doesn't really have a significant threat. You do have 2 large threats in Hematic, Instinct, and Klepto, so to explain what I mean, like, you can't dive any part of the board at any point. We're just exchanging 1 keys at this stage. Point being, there's plenty of time for Aliengineer to respond. Whoa, we saw plenty of nerfed phobies in the other games. We actually get a buffed phobie in Leela. Is the Disease Trapper going to be the edge here? Honestly, Leela on this map, like, the newly buffed Leela has a lot of potential on a lot of maps, and I haven't seen it that much. I need to try it myself. But we're getting the Counter Trapper and Poison Ivy. Makes sense. You do need some way to address those traps. If that were to connect on any significant phobie, this, because it's a large map, because of the defensive position from Potenzia, it's entirely possible that Potenzia could run out the clock on Aliengineer and ultimately yield some dead phobies. Yeah, the disease is going to take time to tick, but because it's a large map, you got that time. It's a 3-2 panic point advantage. This is a very slow clock. This clock is... you're not turning the game on its head on a dime on this. At least not right now. However, Aliengineer does have a turret in position as well. Where is the trap from Potenzia? Can Aliengineer guess? They're not even going to try. That's actually interesting. Choosing to defend their stim. That seems a little odd. As you'd imagine, based on the statements that I literally made moments ago, I would have assumed that the Poison Ivy was intended to try and counter the Trapper, but no, at least not now. And then we get the follow-up Beauty. Now, in this case, obviously Disease can't be cleansed. Poison can, and we do have Spas. Well, Spa, singular for each player, I guess. We get a Noxious as the follow-up. Yes, there are Spas, but now you get double Poisoners. Things are going to start adding up. I think we're on to the 2nd trap for Leela at this point. It's possibly on cooldown this turn. The 2nd trap is already down. I kind of lost track, but if not, then it should be going down this turn. Potenzia trying to flip these panic points as best they can, preparing the other 1 keys, but this is kind of the Aliengineer classic. Look at Aliengineer's board. Is it better than Potenzia's board? Maybe, maybe not. You could debate. You could probably give it to Potenzia, but at the end of the day, Potenzia is down to 8 keys. Aliengineer still has 15. And it looks like Aliengineer has found a pick. This may not be the most impressive Noxious in the world, but that more bees is going to yield at least a double kill here. This is what Aliengineer does to people. Ooh, I like this. That's actually really cute. I like this play. You know that the Lilo is hanging out around where it is right now, so odds are there's a bunch of traps where the Ginsting likely is. Or there's a trap where Ginsting is. Let me rephrase that. So you get the honey bear to puke here. Yeah, you turn off your spot, but you don't care because the disease wouldn't have been cleansed anyway. So instead, you're able to just ignore the trap, assuming there's one there. And this counterattack from Potenzia does end up taking down the Poison Ivy, but that Lila is dead. There's the potential that the Hematic is dead. Ooh, getting a little challenge play action, sliding this bow mangles all over the map. Potenzia is out of keys. These 4 Phobies need to fight through all of Aliengineer's team and, well, 8 more keys now. This is what Aliengineer does to people. The trap from, like, the Cretaceous. Potenzia has seen the writing on the wall, says, I'm going for a heart push. That's still a very healthy heart. There's a world in which this happens. I don't think it's this world. I don't think it's this reality. Admittedly, you're going to have 3 fairly threatening Phobies standing on the heart momentarily, because you're going to have to reposition some of these. I just don't know that they're going to be enough. Of course, if Potenzia would have been able to maintain their panic point advantage, maybe. But we're now getting a Cupcake follow-up, the newly or recently nerfed Cupcake. We get a Blom here. Takedown on the Noxious. Alright, Potenzia is making a game of it. The thing is, Cupcake works just as well on Hematic as it does Noxious. And literally half of Potenzia's team is in range. More bees. I don't hate the shift in focus from Potenzia because I don't think they would be able to race. However, when Aliengineer did pull back, I guess it wouldn't have mattered because they would have hit the Noxious and then, oh, the Droney Assassin. You hate to see it, at least if you're on Potenzia's side. Beauty doing beauty things. I don't know which, like, what is Potenzia's game plan here? Are you going for heart or are you fighting Phobies? I guess there was no world in which you can fight Phobies or race the heart because Aliengineer's going to cap these points. Get a little Blom action. Unfortunately, I think Potenzia's Ginsting is not long for this world. 4-1 panic point advantage, only a single Phobie. There's just not enough time to fight everything. Down goes Gravedigger, though. Taking the damage where you can get it. This is why we need static health bars. Oh, the Honey Bear insult to injury. Definitely well played. Potenzia almost pulled this off, pulled it back from the brink, but not quite enough. There are a couple turns there that felt suspect. I don't think that they could have truly raced. Look at this. This is almost half health. I don't think if they committed to it that they would have gotten there. Obviously, the math didn't work out here. You would have just tried to kill the Ginsting. But GG. Aliengineer takes